Last Thursday, I had a bronchoscopy. I had had a CAT scan recently of my chest, and it showed that the lower right lobe had more scarring than it had before. The lower right lobe has always given me trouble because my lungs came from a man and they were trimmed to fit into my body, and the lower right lobe kind of got a little kinked or damaged or something. So that is where I usually get my infections. They all start there. So I was given the choice if I wanted to have a bronchoscopy or do an antibiotic nebulizer. But I thought I should probably have the bronchoscopy because I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see why there was more scarring, and I had been having like a little bit of secretions or mucus like rattling in the bottom right lobe, and it felt kind of wheezy, and I was just like, there's something going on there, so I'd rather we do a bronchoscopy and see what's going on. In a bronchoscopy, they give you some sedation. Sometimes you wake up a little bit, but you don't usually remember because the medicine makes you forget. But in the past, I've had a lot of bronchoscopies in a row, so the medicine doesn't work as well then. So I've woken up many times, but then they give you more medicine and you go back to sleep. On the ride home, I felt like I was starting to feel a little sick. When I got home, I just went into my bed, and soon after I developed a fever and I was very achy and I had the chills, and that lasted for about 2 days. I haven't had a bronchoscopy where that's happened in a long time. I mean, in the beginning when I used to get bronchoscopies, I had like big infections, so it would stir everything up and I would feel sick. But in recent times, I haven't really had that experience in a long time. So yeah, I didn't feel well for 2 days. That kind of let me know that I probably had a bacteria or something in my lungs. So yesterday, the cultures finally grew something, and it was called Enterobacter. And I don't know if I've ever had that before. Maybe once, or I don't know. But the medicine they're giving me is not a medicine I've taken before. I could have gone on an oral antibiotic, but that particular antibiotic causes tendon problems, and I have had tendon issues in the past with it, so I always refused to take it. So the only other medicine I could take was an IV antibiotic. So I'll be doing IVs for 10 days, taking vancomycin to prevent C. diff because I had C. diff twice before, and the protocol is to always go on vancomycin to prevent C. diff once you've had it. Once you've had C. diff, like, you need to, anytime you're on an antibiotic, you need to go on vancomycin.